Am I? So today we'll be starting the chapter of trial balance. Okay, the first chapter of your accountancy. Am I audible? Please participate in the poll section. Okay, so I think I'm audible now. If you have any query, you can ask in the chat section, and also you can raise the use the hand raise option. Okay, if you want to ask any question. So without any further delay, let's start our today's class. Okay. So in the previous two classes, we have already discussed uh, the basics of accountancy. That is how to pass journal entries and then the posting of ledger entries. Okay. So today we will just start the first chapter of your syllabus, that is trial balance. Okay. So before preparing trial balance, it is mandatory to understand the journal entry and ledger posting. Okay. So I think I'm audible to you all. And in case of any issue, use the chat section or you can use the raise an option. Okay. So before we start the practical, let us see some theoretical concepts. Okay. What is basically trial balance? So as you know that we have the first step is to pass journal entries, right? In the books of account, we pass journal entries. Then we prepare ledger, right? Ledger. Okay. First is the journal, then ledger. There will be several journal entries, okay, many journal entries during a particular accounting period. Okay. Then every account we are opening in the journal, we will post them. Okay. Thereafter, what we do? We will balance those ledgers, right? So after balancing, we get some balance. Okay. Suppose it is a cash account. Okay, we'll get some, suppose balance is 51,000, say for example. Then we get like machinery. In machinery also we get some balance, say for example 20,000. So all these balances you will be getting. So there will be hundreds of accounts. Okay, there may be different types of accounts. So some credit entries will also be there, like capital account, right? So in the capital account, the credit balance will be there. Now, after a certain period of time, say for example, after 1 month or 2 months or after a quarter, okay, we have posted ledgers, okay, posted into the ledgers from journals. Now, how to check whether all the entries are correctly posted or not? Okay, so to ascertain whether the entries are correct or not, we generally prepare a statement type, okay, statement that is called trial balance. Okay, so basically this trial balance is nothing but it is just to check the arithmetical accuracy. Okay, we prepare either it may be t-shaped or it may be just like journal format. Okay, in one side debit entries, in the credit entries. So every debit entry will have corresponding credit entry. Suppose we are passing a journal entry, okay, any entry. If there is 100 rupees of debit, okay, there must be same amount of 1,000 rupees of credit should be there. That means if we prepare a trial balance or if we post the balances of all the debit sides and the balances of all the credit side, then it should tell you, okay, at the end of the particular period. Okay, this is the purpose of trial balance. Okay, so for theoretical purpose, you can go through this means theory portion. Okay, trial balance. What is basically trial balance is? So here it is mentioned that, as we have already discussed, that their debit entries and credit entries must be equal. So to ascertain all the entries are correctly posted or not, means just to check the arithmetical accuracy. Though trial balance does not guarantee that your accounts are absolutely correct, but it is just a cross check whether the numerical values are correct or not. Okay. So this is the purpose of a trial balance. Okay. So that's why it is called the ledger should always be in balance. Okay. So this is the actually the theoretical concept of the trial balance. Okay, to check the arithmetical accuracy of the ledgers. Okay, because we know all the debit entries should have the same amount of credit. So whenever we balance, the debit total of the debit should be equal to the total of the credit. Okay, so then some of the renowned persons have given some of the definitions, also important definitions. Okay, what is few definitions are here. See, according to Carter, trial balance is a list of debit and credit balances taken out from the ledgers. It includes balances of cash, bank taken from cash, everything. Okay, all the balances. Then similarly, William Pickles has also given the definition. Okay. Then, according to Butley Boy, trial balance is a statement prepared with the debit and credit balances of ledger accounts to test arithmetical accuracy. Okay, it doesn't guarantee the posting or the correctness of the journals. Suppose you have made a wrong journal entry, your trial balance will still tally. Okay, but it is just an arithmetical accuracy. Suppose in one account, if you have posted 1000 and in another account you have posted wrongly 1100, then this accuracy can be traced out by preparing trial balance. Okay, but if you have posted a wrong entry, then it cannot be detected in trial balance. Okay, so this is the purpose of trial balance. So this is the arithmetical accuracy check. Okay, trial balance is just to check the arithmetical accuracy. So what is the what are the features, you can say, of trial balance? Okay, so there are not so much things to discuss. Okay, trial balance is just merely a statement. Okay, it is not like double entry system, done entry and ledger. This is just a statement. Okay, on a separate sheet of paper. It is neither prepared in journal nor in ledger. Okay, it is just a statement, you can say. Okay, it may be in any format. Generally, we prepare in this format. Okay, trial balance you can prepare, or either you also can like this. Also, you can in T shape also you can prepare. No problem. It is not a part of double entry system. Okay, since it is just an arithmetical check, if you do not prepare trial balance also, you can prepare your final accounts. But for our convenience, we prepare trial balance so that the consolidated values of all the ledgers we get in one place. Okay, am I audible to you all? Please respond in the chat section, because I am not getting any response from anyone. Okay. Am I audible with the screen? Okay, okay. So this is just a statement. So can we prepare our final accounts without preparing trial balance? Yes, we can prepare. But the thing is that the consolidated values means all there may, suppose say for example there are 72 accounts, but by checking all the accounts individually, one page, okay, you cannot, means it will be inconvenient. So it is is recommended, or it is convenient for us if we prepare all the accounts in one sheet. Okay, and then we prepare the final accounts. So this particular statement, okay, is prepared, and then by preparing we are also getting one advantage, that is we are able to check the arithmetical accuracy. Okay, so this kind of trial balance is prepared. Okay. Okay, periodicity of preparation means at what interval trial balance is prepared. So there is no hard and fast rule. Suppose you have prepared 20 ledgers today, ledger. So if you want to check the accuracy, you can prepare today itself 20 so one trial balance. Tomorrow you can prepare. Okay. After 1 month, if you feel that there may be some mistakes, or if you have any doubt, okay, or you just want to confirm whether these things are correct or not, you can prepare trial balance at the end of the month also. Okay, there is no hard and fast. Every day you can prepare trial balance. Okay, trial balance is not like that. You have to prepare only once in a year. Okay, not like that. Okay, every day you can prepare. Or from in today's world, actually, trial balance in the competitive system is available every day, every minute. Okay, if you pass one entry, trial balance will be available. Okay. Manually also you can prepare. So yeah, you can. There is no fixed rule to prepare the interval at what interval should be prepared. Okay. Then arithmetical accuracy. These are the features actually. Trial balance ensures the arithmetical accuracy. Okay. Then not a conclusive proof of accuracy, but it is not a conclusive proof. Means if your trial balance agrees, it doesn't guarantee that your trial means your journal posting and journal entries and ledger postings are correct. Okay, though the trial balance may agree. Okay, suppose you have one entry like this, salary paid. Okay, generally the entry is salary debit to cash, right? Say 1,000 to cash. If you wrongly post cash account debit to salary, in that case also trial balance will agree, because trial balance confirms only the debit equal to credit. The arithmetical accuracy portion is checked. It will not ensure that whether this entry is correct or not. Okay, because you are just fetching the values from your ledger accounts, the total of the debit and total of the credit. Okay, so this is the thing. So it ensures arithmetical accuracy, but it is not a conclusive proof of accuracy, right? So moving on, I think there is no need to discuss anything more. The objectives. What are the objectives? Okay. So to check the arithmetical accuracy, the features what are available, definitely those things are actually your objective. Just helpful in detection of errors if there is any posting errors or casting errors. Okay. Summary of each account. As we have discussed, then you get the summary of all the ledgers. Suppose there are 120 ledgers during a particular year, and you just get the summary of those accounts in a summarized form, consolidated form. That is, okay, this is a summary. Identification of required adjustments means, suppose in the trial balance, if you see that there are some head like salary, wages, insurance premium, like this, those things, and after that you check the vouchers and find like this salary outstanding like this. Okay, so those things you can easily identify what are the things need adjustments. So in the final accounts you can adjust those things. Suppose salary is outstanding rupees any amount, let's say for example 5,000, so that particular amount you can add, okay, in the profit and loss account to show your expenses. If there is any prepaid insurance, okay, for any number of months, 6 months or 3 months, so you can deduct that particular amount if it is prepaid. Okay, if it is outstanding, then you can add. So identification of required adjustments. What are the adjustments required in final accounts? You can easily identify by preparing the trial balance. So then it helps in preparing final accounts. Definitely, if you get the consolidated values in trial balance, so it will be helpful for you to prepare the final accounts, as we have already discussed. So these are the objectives. Okay. So there is no possibility. Still, you can go through this theory portion. Okay. Next, limitations. So limitations is nothing. The purpose which is not served by trial balance are limitations. So here it is given, not a conclusive proof, as already discussed. It is not a conclusive proof. Okay, but the purpose of preparing trial balance is also not to ensure the conclusive proof, conclusive accuracy, right? So it is just an statement of all the debits and credits in a summarized form. Okay, so it will not, definitely it will not guarantee the limitations. Okay, non-disclosure of errors in the books of original entry. Okay, so it will not guarantee, or it will not disclose the errors. Okay, okay. Non-disclosure of operational results. So why it will disclose the operational results? Okay, so it is just like this portion is not actually so much relevant, because if you ask me what are the limitations of petrol car, okay, so the disadvantage is like this. Yeah, petrol cars cannot be run with the help of diesel, okay. Petrol cars cannot be run with the help of electricity battery. So these are like this kind of things are there. So just go through for theoretical purpose. So because trial runs, the purpose of trial runs is not to these things. So these are the limitations, you can say. Okay. Or so methods of preparing trial runs. So what are the methods you can adopt to prepare trial runs? So first is the balance method. Means if you prepare trial runs, then say for example 10,000 debit, 2,000 credit. So ultimately you get the balance of 8,000, right? So this 8,000 is a balance. So either we can bring all the balance. This is the balance, no, balances. Okay, or there is a total amount method. Means if there are several accounts are posted, and after that if you total all these accounts, okay, like the 21,000, by posting the total also you will get the you can prepare the trial balance. And last is the total and balance method. Means two columns are prepared, okay. In one column the balance is written, and another column the total is written, okay. So this, so these are the three methods through which you can prepare. So generally we prepare the imbalance method. Okay, this method is used. Okay, other methods are not important, not required actually. You can prepare, but wastage of time. Okay, balance method. So what are the balance method? It is written here. So all these things you can go through these things. Okay, how this balance method is prepared. What is the total amount? Total amount means total is by posting the all the totals of the ledgers, you can prepare the trial balance. And total and the balance means this is the composite. Okay, in one column, two columns are prepared. Okay, like this. Okay, so in the theory portion, is there any doubt? Means if there is, don't, there should not be any doubt. But if you have any query or anything you want to ask, you can ask. Because now we will start the practical. Okay, if there is no doubt, you can write in the chat section. No, also. From the theory portion, means okay. So let's start with one practical. Okay. So here is a question. Okay. So for the first one we will solve with from the basic, means from journal entry ledger to trial balance. Okay. We'll try to do it little faster. Okay. So this is the journal. This is a question. Okay. In examination, question will not be asked like this, that you have to prepare the journal ledger and then preparation of trial balance, but to make you understand and to understand the entire entire process, I'm just showing you this journal entry. Okay, from journal to ledger, ledger to trial balance. Okay, direct question you can solve, it's very easy. Okay, but those who are actually attending the class or attending the accountancy for the first time, for them, so that they can understand easily. Okay, or they can relate these things. Okay, suppose you are getting in your business, these questions are there. Okay, okay. Mr. Ravi Shankar started business with cash, then he opened uh, bank account with this 3 lakhs, purchase machinery, furniture purchase and payment made by check, purchase goods on credit from Rahul Dravid, paid to Rahul Dravid in full settlement 78,000, goods taken for personal use, goods sold to Akshay Kumar this amount received from Akshay Kumar, salaries paid, rent paid by check, commission received. So all these things are very easy journal entries. Okay. So first let us start with the journal entries. Okay. So journal entries, I'm just going to show you the entire journal entries. Okay, you just go through this question. If any question you find new, just ask me in the chat section. Okay, because from after this question, we will start the solution part. Okay, anything new? These are the basic journal entries. Okay. If you are attending the class from laptop, you can take a snap on your mobile. Okay, the question you can, so that you can get the question. Okay, or you can write the question also. I'm giving you 1 minute. Okay. So I've got one question in the chat section. Drawings of goods. Okay. Drawings on April 12, yes, goods taken for personal use. It is the, if goods are taken for personal use, means it is the drawings, right? Means he has taken goods for personal use, that means it is the drawings. Okay. Anything contributed by the owner is called capital. So here is the capital, and anything done by the owner from the business is drawings. Okay. So this is the drawings and this is the capital. Okay. Just you just go through this question. I'm just taking one call. Okay. Let's start with the solution. So here is the solution. Just for your convenience, I'm just bringing the question part here. Okay. So this is the question. Question, and this is the solution, right? So first entry is Ravi Shankar started business with cash. So as you know that the whenever business is started, so cash is coming to the business. Okay, cash comes in. So cash account debit to capital, and capital is what? It is the Ravi Shankar's capital. So he is the giver. So it is the entries like this: cash to capital, being amount brought in by Ravi Shankar as capital. Right? This is the first journal entry. Is it clear? Is the first journal entry clear? Fine. So next is the journal entry. He opened an account in bank. So after getting cash, okay, one account is opened. So whenever bank account is opened, means amount will be deposited in the bank. Okay. So in bank account, the amount will be increased. Okay. And the journal entry is bank account debit to cash. Right. So this is the entry for cash deposited in the bank. Okay. Bank debit to cash. So cash is reduced by 3 lakhs and in bank account it is increased. Okay. Then machinery purchased. Machinery purchased. So machinery account debit to cash. I think it is also clear. Next entry, furniture purchased and payment made by check. What will be the entry? Furniture purchase. So whenever we are purchasing, that means furniture is coming to the business. Okay. So it is real account and furniture is debit. So payment is made by check. That means what? It will be made from bank account. So 30,000 credit to bank. Clear? Next, purchase goods on credit from Rahul Dravid. Purchase goods from Rahul Dravid. So here we will not write goods, as we have already discussed in our previous class, that whenever there is goods, we generally write purchase, sales, goods, first purchase inward or purchase purchase return or sales return, okay, or stock like this, return inward or return outward. These are the 5 things we do with the goods. So here purchase of goods is mentioned, so we will write purchase account debit to on credit. Since it is on credit, so we'll write Rahul debit. Okay, if it is on cash, then we'll write cash. Okay, is it clear up to entry number 7? Is it clear? Okay, what will be the next entry? Paid to Rahul Dravid in full settlement. Okay, we have already we have already done this kind of question. So what will be the solution for April 10th transaction? Paid to Rahul Dravid in full settlement. You have 30 seconds. Paid to Rahul Dravid in full settlement. What will be the journal entry for this? In full settlement, we have paid Rahul Dravid 78,000. That means what? That means we are supposed to pay Rahul Dravid 80,000, but we have paid 78,000. That means what? we are paying less or more? We are paying less. That means that particular 2000 amount is what? Okay. Okay. Atul Nekra ji, Raja Chandra ji, every one of you have given the correct answer. Okay. So the entries like this. Okay. So this is the solution. Since we are paying to Rahul Dravid. So Rahul Dravid is the receiver. Okay, we are paying to Rahul Dravid, so he is the receiver. So debit the receiver, 80,000. Paying how much? We are paying 78,000. So there is the difference of 2,000. What is this? This is the discount receipt. Why discount receipt? Because we are paying less. So this particular discount is our income. Okay, okay. This sometimes discount will be discount allowed. When it will be allowed, or it will be debited when we will receive less amount. Okay, but at this time we are paying less, so it is our income, right? I think there should not be any doubt on this particular transaction. If anyone is having any doubt, even 5% or 1% of doubt, please ask. Any doubt on this April 10 transaction on Rahul Dravid, this question? There may be doubt. Okay, no problem, but make sure that it is clear in the class. Just clear this the doubt if there is any doubt. If there is any doubt, please participate in the poll. There is poll option. You can use the poll option. Okay. So I'm assuming that there is no doubt. Moving on. Next is the general entry for goods taken for personal use. So as I have already mentioned that if there is anything, goods taken for personal use. Okay. This is what? This is drawings. Okay. This is just reverse of capital. Okay. Whenever anything contributed by the owner is called capital, anything taken by the owner is called drawings. Okay. So goods taken. So goods taken means what? This particular goods is what? This particular goods is in the form of purchase. As this goods, particular goods is in our showroom or in our godown, which is taken by the owner. Okay, is basically the part of our purchase. So from goods will go, this particular goods will be what? Real account, and it will go out of the business. So we will credit this particular goods element. And since it is goods is taken by whom? By the owner, means drawings. Okay, we'll write drawings. Okay, so this is the receiver. So drawings account debit, two purchases. See, this is the entry. Drawings account debit, two purchases. When it is contributed, amount is contributed, then capital account is credited. But when there is any drawings, then it is debited. Okay, drawings is always debit. Okay, when there is anything done by the owner. Next, goods sold to Akshay Kumar, 15,000. Okay, so when nothing is mentioned, assume that it is on credit transaction. Goods sold to Akshay Kumar. Okay, sorry, it is mentioned here. It is not written on credit. No, nothing about the on credit. So since it is not nothing written here, whether it is credit or not, so goods sold to Akshay Kumar, it is what? Here, goods sold to Akshay Kumar, here it is given. So on credit, keep it silent. Okay, So nothing is mentioned, and just after this transaction, we have seen that on 19 we have received one amount from the Akshay Kumar. That means goods sold on credit. Okay. Okay. If there is any doubt, you can after passing the entries, you can give note also. Okay. So here, the goods are sold on credit. So as you know that when goods are sold on credit, the receiver is Akshay Kumar, and sales is what? Goods are going out of the business, so it is credit. Okay. So 15,000. And after that, the amount received from Akshay Kumar, 8,000. Okay. So amount received, so cash account debit to Akshay Kumar. Next is salary paid. Salary paid entry, we have already made this kind of entries. Salary is nominal account, expenses, so it will be debit, and cash is real account, and cash goes out. So salary to cash account. Okay. Next, rent paid by check. So just like salary, rent is also. There is a question from Raja Chanda. Yes,
Hello.
yes. So please.
On April 17, goods sold to Akshay Kumar. Then,
Hmm.
if you use the rule, Akshay Kumar is a personal account. He is the
Hmm.
receiver.
Yes.
Then it should be
Debit,
the it should be debit. But here it is. Oh, I'm sorry, sorry. Actually, I have mistaken. I have seen the
cash
19.
transaction. 90.
Uh,
Yes. Yes.
really, sorry, sorry.
No, no issue. No issue. Actually, uh, Raja sir is actually discussing about this transaction, 19th transaction. Okay. So this transaction is
Mhm.
basically the receipt transaction when the cash is received from Akshay Kumar.
It is
So he is the giver,
okay.
so it is credit. But for the purchase transaction, it is on 17th. Okay. He is the receiver, so it is debit. Clear?
Clear, clear.
Okay. Okay. So now rent is just like salary. Rent is also our expenses, right? So expenses is our debit. So rent account debit to cash. We will not write cash. Instead, we will write bank account because payment is made by check. Whenever payment is made by check, just write the bank account because amount will be deducted from the bank. Clear? In the last entry is commission received. So commission received 6,000. So commission received means what? Commission received is what? Anything nominal account, it is received. So it is your income. No. Commission received will be credit. And commission received in rupees, okay, 6,000. So cash is debit. Cash is coming. It may be bank also. So here is the solution for journal entry for all these transactions. Okay, journal entry is clear. Journal entry is clear. Is there any doubt in the journal entry section? Any doubt? Any doubt? Do you have any doubt, Sunita madam? Okay. So I think there is no doubt up to journal entry. Now we will pass the ledger, post in the ledger. Okay. We'll post in the ledger. So first, so journal entries, if you have the journal at your readily available, then you can see what are the entries we have made, cash entries we have made. See. First ledger will prepare. First ledger will prepare cash account. First ledger will prepare cash account. See. In the cash account, what are the entries we will be posting in the cash account? This particular transaction means in the cash account debit, as I have already mentioned, that when cash account is debit, then this in the debit side of cash account we'll write two cash account. See, first identify what are the accounts to be posted in the cash account. This is the cash entry. Next, this is the cash entry. Next, this is also cash entry. Then here is a cash entry. Here is also cash entry. Then salary cash entry and commission receipt. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 entries in the cash account. So let's post these things. Okay. First entry is like this. Cash account debit to capital means we'll post in the cash account debit to means cash account is debit. So in the debit side we'll post to capital. Clear? 5 lakhs. Next is bank to cash means cash is credit. So in the credit side we'll write bank and post 3 lakhs rupees. See, cash is in the credit side. So in the credit side we will write bank account 3 lakhs. Okay. Next is machinery to cash. So cash is credit. So in which side we'll post? Machinery account is credit. So machinery will be posted in which side? Please respond in the chat section. The April 4 transaction is machinery to cash. We are preparing cash account. In which side we will post? Everyone is requested, please respond in the chat section so that we can make the class interactive. Okay, no need to speak, but through chat also you can make this class a little bit interactive. Okay, others please, whether it will be in the debit side or credit side. The April 4 transaction, purchase account debit to cash. Okay, right. That means every one of you are confident and sure that it will be in the credit side, right? Machinery to cash. Cash is credit, so it will be in the credit side because you have made the payment, right? It is clear. Next is Rahul debit to cash to discount. So this entry will be in the credit side of cash account. So credit side of cash account, which account will write? Discount received will write or Rahul debit. In the credit side of cash account, what we will write and what amount? Okay, Rahul Dravid will write, and the amount will be Rahul Dravid 78,000, right? Others, correct. Rahul Dravid 78,000. See, don't get confused. See, when you see that this Rahul Dravid is here written 80,000, okay, but we are preparing cash account. So if you think that Rahul Dravid here it is 80,000, why will not write 80,000? We write the value, okay, or the amount which is against this cash account, okay. This cash account means 78,000. Means what? This Rahul Dravid amount means what? This Rahul Dravid is actually in two parts. 78,000, this 78,000 for cash element and discount receipt portion 2,000, like this. So together we have written 80,000. Okay. For cash only 78,000, right? So Rahul Dravid we have written 78,000. Okay. And then there is one more transaction is there. Cash account, salary to cash. Okay. So cash is credit. In the credit side, we will write salary. Okay, 15,000. And the last entry is commission receipt. Okay, it is debit side, so it will be in the debit side of cash account. Okay, commission receipt 6,000. Correct. So after posting all these things, we have already identified these are the transactions to be posted in the cash account. So now we will find the which side is bigger. So here in this side, 5,08,000 and 5,14,000. Okay. In the debit side, 5,14,000. Okay. In the credit side, what is the amount? 3,50,000, 4,20,000. Okay. and then 4,43,000. So we say which side is bigger? Debit side is naturally bigger, no? Debit side is bigger. That means what? There is a short of 71,000 in the credit side. Okay. So this particular amount is, and at the end of the month, this is written like this: balance CD, means balance carried down, and then on the beginning of the next month, it is posted in the opposite side. Okay. Balance brought down. This is 71,000. So first identify which side is bigger. Write the total in both the sides. Okay. Okay. The straight way, just write 5,14,000, and then balance amount is just just write the balance CD and then balance BD. Okay. Is the balancing clear? Is the balancing clear? I mean, sometimes there is confusion. Okay, how to balance? Okay, first find the total of both the sides. Okay, don't write straight away. First task is to find out the total of both the sides. The bigger side amount post in the total column. Okay, both the sides amount will be same, and then the balance difference will be written as balance CD. Okay, balance CD. Okay, so this particular balance is called what? It is called debit balance or credit balance. It is called debit balance or credit balance. Debit balance or credit balance. So we'll go through this kind of things, but actually many students actually after clearing class 12 also are not clear whether this balance is debit balance or credit balance. They do everything, they know how to balance these things and all these things, but what balance is called this? It is debit balance or it is a credit balance? Okay, so every one of you have given answer debit balance. Okay, so the correct answer is it is debit balance. The side which is bigger, okay, the side in which amount is more or the larger side, okay, that particular side is called, or the with the name of that side, it is called that kind of balance. Here in this case debit side is more, so it is called a debit balance. Okay, debit balance. If the credit side is more, in other case it will be called credit balance, right? So if in question it is given like this, there is a credit balance, that means what? This BD will be in this side. Okay. Okay. If it is called debit balance, that means balance brought down. Okay. Brought down is in the debit side. Okay. So remember this. Okay. Debit balance. Debit balance means the side in which amount is more. Okay. It may be debit side, debit balance, or it may be credit balance. Okay. Depending on the amount in which side it is more. Okay. Clear? Moving on to the next account. Cash we have done. Now we'll be doing the capital account. Yeah, capital. So what are the accounts here? Capital. Is there any other accounts related to capital? No, only one account. So straightway we'll prepare this. Capital account is what? Credit. So in the credit side we will write cash account. So journal entry was cash account debit to capital. So capital was credit. So in the credit side, we will post and write cash account. Okay, this is the 5 lakhs. Clear? Which balance is this? So here 5 lakhs is the total amount in total. there is nothing. So ultimately the capital account is 5 lakhs. So this balance is called credit balance. Clear? I think there is no need to explain more. This balance is called credit balance. Next entry, bank. Okay, how many entries are there? First identify this. This is the bank account. Next, here is also one bank. Any more bank account? Yes. So 1, 2, 3. There are 3 bank transactions. So we are just going to post these things. Okay. First entry is the bank account to cash. Bank account to cash. What will be the entry? Bank is debit. So in the debit side, we will post bank to cash. First entry was bank to cash. Right? So it is in the debit side. So we will post in the debit side. Okay. And the corresponding account will write to cash 3 lakhs. Okay. Then we have purchased furniture by making payment through check. So there was the entry furniture account debit to bank. That means here bank account is credited. So we'll post in the credit side, right? Furniture. Clear? And then there was one more entry was there. Rent paid by check. Rent account debit to bank was there. Right? So it is again in the credit side. So in the credit side we have written. So here in this bank account, we said is more 3 lakhs and there it is the 42,000. So balance is 2,52,000. Ultimately, total balance is 2,52,000. Clear? Okay. So this balance is called debit balance. Next, next entry is machinery. So machinery related one transaction only. So simply we will post machinery is debit. So in the debit side we will write to cash. Okay, entry was machinery account debit to cash. So machinery is debit. So we will see from the journal we will identify in which side it will be posted. So machinery is debit. So in the debit side, which account to cash 50,000. Simply balance. There is no other entry. 50,000. So this is the balance, and this balance is called debit balance. Okay. Similarly, oh, I think there is an issue in the adjustment. Okay, I think screen is now okay. So the furniture is done. Next is the furniture account. Okay, furniture account was like this: furniture account debit to bank. So furniture is debit. So in the debit side of the furniture account, we posted 30,000. So there is no other entry. So ultimately, debit side is more. So this is the debit balance. Clear? Next is the purchase account. So in purchase, there are, you see, 2 transactions are there. First is the purchase account debit. Purchase account debit to Rahul Dravid, right? So purchase is debit with 80,000 and credit amount is Rahul Dravid. So in the debit side, we have written Rahul Dravid. Clear? And one more transaction was there, that is goods taken by the owner. No. So whenever there is goods, so we have already made this transaction. Drawings account debit to purchases, right? Purchase account. So purchase account is credit here. So in the credit side, we have written drawings 5,000. So ultimately, the balance is coming 75,000. So this is also called debit balance. Okay. Clear? Next is the Rahul Dravid. So in the purchase account, we have written Rahul Dravid in the debit side. In the Rahul Dravid is what? Rahul Dravid purchase to Rahul Dravid. So Rahul Dravid is what? Purchase account debit to Rahul Dravid. This was the entry. So Rahul Dravid is actually what? Credit. So in the credit side, we will write purchase account. Clear? And in case of means Rahul Dravid entry, there are other entries are there. Okay. Rahul Dravid amount was 80,000 was due, but there is a journal entry with discount. No. See this journal entry. First journal entry was purchase to Rahul Dravid. Purchase to Rahul Dravid 80,000, and there is journal entry for Rahul Dravid full settlement. Okay. These are the two journal entries. Okay. In the debit side of in the credit side, we will write purchase, and in the debit side, we will write cash account and to discount received account. So we are writing here. This is the first entry, and the second entry was Rahul Dravid debit 80,000. This was the entry to cash 78,000 to discount received 2,000. So these two entries are posted. So ultimately, what will be the balance? Which side is more? 80,000 is in the credit side, 80,000 is the debit side. So there is no balance. Okay, there is no balance because this account is fully settled. As already in the journal entry also, we have seen that this account is fully settled. Means there is zero balance. Zero balance. Okay. Next is drawings. Drawings already only one drawings. Drawings account debit to purchase. So we have posted in this. Okay. So this balance is called again debit balance. Okay. Next, discount received. Discount received. Okay, discount received means discount received was credit. So in the credit side, we will write discount received. Okay. From whom we have received discount? Rahul Dravid. Okay. So this discount received is what? This balance is called what? Debit balance or credit balance? Discount received. This discount received is debit balance or credit balance? Please write in the chat section. Everyone, please write. It is debit balance or credit balance? Yes. So that means what? If you have noticed these things, discount received, salary, or these kind of things, that particular nominal rule actually applies here. No, if generally we know that discount received is our income, so income is generally credit. So this kind of accounts generally will show what? Credit balance. Okay, salary will show you debit balance. Okay, so this is the basic rule. Okay. Generally it will show. Okay. It may show debit balance also if it is in negative. Okay. One question in the chat section I have got. Sunita madam has asked, will balance the account in the month end or not? Okay. Okay. One more question from Pavani madam. Why May 1? Because, okay. Maybe Sunita madam has replied to Pavani madam. See, here actually we have closed the account at the end of the month on the April 13. So the balance is carried down on the next month, beginning of the month. Okay. So you generally at the end of the month accounts are closed. Okay. So end of the April, account is closed, this balance is found, and at the beginning it is uh, brought down. Okay, so that's why it is May 1. Is it clear, madam? Pavani, madam? If you balance weekly also, on the beginning of the next week, this balance will be carried down. Okay. So there is nothing hard and fast. If you balance the accounts in quarterly basis, then at the end of the quarter it will be closed, and at the beginning of the next quarter it will be brought down. Okay, as we do in our passbooks also. If you see the fresh passbooks, okay, the balance is brought down in the new passbook this way. What's next? Then Akshay Kumar. So we sold goods to Akshay Kumar on credit. No. Akshay Kumar. Debit to sales. This was the journal entry. So Akshay Kumar is debit. In the debit side, we will write to sales. 15,000. Clear? So this is the entry. And one more entry was we have received cash from Akshay Kumar. So there is one more entry. Cash account, debit, 8,000 to AK. 8,000. So Akshay Kumar is credit. So in the credit side, 8,000. Okay. So now we will balance it. 15,000 is more. Okay. And balance is 7,000. So this 7,000 is brought down here. So this balance is also what? Debit balance. Okay. Okay, debit balance. So Akshay Kumar is in debit balance. That means Akshay Kumar is our what? Debtor. So this amount we will receive from Akshay Kumar. Okay. Because we sold goods, so this amount we will be getting. So this Akshay Kumar amount is our debtor. Right? Next, coming to the sales account. So sales, there is one entry only. Okay. As we have already discussed that Akshay Kumar to sales. So sales is credit. So in the credit side, we will write 15,000. So balance is 15,000. And this is called credit balance. Clear? Next, salary. The entry was salary to cash. So salary account is debited. So in the debit side, it is posted 15,000. So ultimately, the balance is 15,000. This is called debit balance. This is called debit balance. And these balances will be posted in the ultimately the trial balance. In which side? Okay, as we have already discussed, this is the debit side, right? The debit side. Last is the commission received. So last entry was cash account debit to commission received. No, so 6,000. Okay, ultimately, this is the credit balance. Yeah, balancing is done, then it is brought down. So all the entries are balanced. Okay, so we have got the balances up to ledger posting. I think it is clear to you all. लेजर पोस्टिंग इज क्लियर. किसी को कोई कुछ सवाल पूछना है तो पूछ सकते हैं आप लोग. इफ देयर इज एनी क्वेरी, एनी क्वेश्चन, you can ask, because now we will start the trial balance. Trial balance means we will check the arithmetical accuracy. Okay, so we will start the trial balance. See, this is the format of the trial balance. Okay, in this format we will prepare. First we will write the name of the account. Okay, we'll write like the name of the firm in the books of okay, what was the name of the firm? Okay, Ravi Shankar, no? So let in the books of Ravi Shankar, trial balance as on like this. Okay. On a particular date, we are preparing travel balance. So first entry was like we have prepared the ledgers. No, first ledger we have prepared cash and capital. No, so first entry was cash. So we are posting this in the debit side. Why on the debit side? Because we have seen that the balance is in the debit side. No, so there is a debit balance, isn't it? So this 71,000 was in the debit side. No, debit side. That's why we are posting it in the debit side. Okay. Likewise, capital account we have seen in the 5 lakhs. Then the bank account there is a balance of 2,50,000. No. Then machinery account 50,000. Furniture account 30,000. Means we'll write account name, ledger folio, balance, and like this. This is the statement. Okay. Purchase is 75,000. Discount received credit in the credit side 2,000. Drawings 5,000. Akshay Kumar 7,000. Sales 15,000. Salary account this. Why Akshay Kumar 7,000? Because this is the balance in the Akshay Kumar's account. Rent 12,000. Commission received 6,000. So ultimately total this two side. Okay. So ultimately this is the total 5,23,000. In both the sides the amount is appearing as 5,23,000. So ultimately we are just checking the arithmetical accuracy, means whether we have balanced the accounts correctly or not. Okay, so here we have just tested. Okay, so this is called the trial balance. The name itself self-explanatory, trial balance. Okay, trial of the balances or the arithmetical accuracy of the balances are checked here. So ultimately this is very easy. Just one account balance is not appearing here. There is Rahul Dravid. Why? Why Rahul Dravid is not here? Because we have opened the account of Rahul Dravid, but we have not posted any amount from Rahul Dravid. Because Rahul Dravid balance is already zero, no? There is no balance. So we are not supposed to write anything zero. Okay. So this is the thing. So this is the trial balance. Okay. So both the debit side and credit side are equal. Okay. So that means we can say that arithmetically the ledger balances are correct. Clear? Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask, or shall we proceed? किसी का किसी को कुछ पूछना है तो पूछ सकते हैं. अच्छा, किसी को कोई डाउट नहीं है तो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में झांकते थोड़ा. चलिए. So this question is direct question. Okay, we are not going to solve the journal entry and ledger and then the trial balance. Directly we'll prepare the accounts. So this is the question. Advance receipt from customer. Okay. Advance receipt from customer. It will be in which side? Debit side or credit side? Now rapid fire round starts. Advance receipt from customer. Write anything, debit or credit. There are two options only. After that, I will discuss why it is debit or credit. It is a new item for you. Advance received from customer. See, one apart from personal real nominal, there is one more way to identify if there is any doubt about the accounts. Asset or liability. Okay. Identify whether it is asset or your liability. If it is asset, then it will be debit. If it is credit, then it will be in the credit side. So if you receive any amount from anyone, a customer or any of your friend, it will be your asset or your liability. Yes, we have got all correct answers in the chat section. Okay. So naturally, advance receipt. So this is a kind of what? Loan, no? So anything loan like this thing, this kind of things are what? Credit. Okay, so this amount will be in the credit side. Clear? Pavani madam, debit asset. Why? Advance received. Advance received. Suppose you have taken loan from your friend. So this amount will be your asset or your liability. If you take loan, naturally what that particular amount is your liability, no? You are supposed to repay that amount. So advance receipt is your loan. Clear? So similarly, if you means pay someone in advance, okay, then it will be our asset because we'll get back that amount. Okay. So I think now it is clear. Next is commission receipt. Credit or debit? Commission received. Received. Commission received. Debit or credit? Okay. Okay, I'm getting credit. So I'm writing credit. Now I will not solve. I will just write what you will be giving me the answer. Okay. Cash at bank. Now cash at bank. Cash at bank. So I've got the answers like debit. Right. Cash or bank, both these things are my asset. So debit. Now sales. Sales is okay. So sales goes out. No, goods are when we sell goods, those things are going out of the business. So it is credit. Loan from bank. Loan from bank. Loan from bank means what? You have taken loan from bank. Okay, it is credit, right? Credit. Depreciation on machinery. Depreciation on machinery. So it is your income or expenditure. Depreciation. Depreciation means wear and tear. Depreciation means your expenses. No, expenses and losses are debit. So it is all loss. So depreciation is debit. Printing and stationery. So it is our expenses. Debit. Royalty paid. So it is payment, no? So it is debit. Royalty received. So we have received. So it is our income, credit. Capital is naturally it is credit. Okay. Amarendra Bahubali, a creditor. So it is a creditor. So balance will be the credit side. Discount received. it is credit. Bills payable, no? So it is liability credit. Carriage outward. Okay, outward means you have returned. Sorry, you have paid the carriage to send your goods to your customer's house or like this. Okay, carriage outward. Okay, so this is your expenses. No, expenses means expenses are debit. Carriage out. Landed building, it is asset, debit. Wages, expenses, debit. Furniture, asset, debit. Commission, paid, no? So it is our expenses, debit. Carriage inward. So don't think it is carriage inward is opposite like this. Okay. Carriage inward means to bring goods, okay, in your business. Okay. This is the carriage inward. Carriage inward. And carriage outward is nothing but to transfer the goods, okay, to customers like this. Carriage outward. Okay. Okay, आने वाला गाड़ी जाने वाला गाड़ी बस, this is the difference. Okay, but both these things are your expenses. Okay, don't get confused between carriage inward and outward. If it is debit, then it will be credit, not like that. Okay, both these things are your expenses. Okay, just one is one carriage you are paying to bring your goods in your business, and other is to for selling our distribution expenses, you can say. Okay, clear up to this page? Shall I change the page? Clear up to this? Okay. So moving on. So in drawings is just opposite of capital. It is debit. Machinery is your asset, debit. Salary is your expenses, debit. Purchase, debit. Cash, it is your asset, debit. Advertisement expenses. Any type of expenses, it is your debit. Loan to Sharma Brothers. It is debit or credit? Anyone? Please respond in the chat section. Loan to Sharma Brothers. Debit or credit? Loan. Loan to Sharma Brothers. Debit. Debit. Everyone is writing debit. Yes. Debit because you are giving loan, no? Loan to. See, this to and from very important, no? Loan to. That means you are giving loan to Sharma Brothers. So it is your asset, no? Asset. It will become your asset. So it is debit. Okay. Interest received on fixed deposit. Interest received is what? Your income or expenditure. Interest received on FD. It is your income. So it is credit. Purchase return. Purchase return is what? Debit or credit? Purchase return. The goods you have purchased, now you are returning. Means goods are going out of the business. No? So it is credit. Kattappa. Kattappa a debtor. It will be debit or credit. कटप्पा विल बी डेबिट और क्रेडिट? अभी तो पता भी चल गया कटप्पा ने बाहुबली को क्यों मारा. So it is debit. Naturally, the question itself saying that it is a debtor. So debtor is debit. Okay. Bills receivable. Receivable. Anything receivable is debit. Payable is your credit. Discount allowed. Discount allowed. Debit or credit. Discount received. Debit or credit. So discount allowed is our expenses. Naturally debit. Interest on loan. Interest on loan. So interest on loan. Okay. Let me check first what are the loans here. Loan from bank is there, no? Okay. Loan from bank. And one more loan is there. Loan to Sharma Brothers, right? So interest on loan. So since here two loans are there, so it is confusing, no? Which loan is there? So I'm just clearing it. Interest on loan, loan from bank. Okay, loan from bank. Okay, so interest on loan from bank. It will be debit or credit. Interest from interest on loan from bank. So this interest is we have assumed no, from Sharma it is credit. Actually, if there is two items are not given here, only one item we have got. So in the question it is not clear. It should be clear actually. Interest on loan from bank. Okay, because otherwise, if it is from bank, it will be debit, right? But if it is loan to Sharma, interest on loan means which loan? If it is the interest on loan to Sharma, then it will be credit. But in this case, just write from bank. Okay, bank portion we are taking it. Means we are assuming that the in question it is from bank. Okay. Next, paid advance to supplier. Paid advance to supplier. We have earlier seen that received advance. Now we are seeing that paid advance. It will be debit or credit. Paid advance to customer. Paid advance to customer. Debit or credit. So why it is debit? Because it is debit because it is the asset because we are paying in advance. So anything paid in advance is our asset. Now rent it is expenses debit. Rates and taxes it is also expenses debit. Sales return sales when we sell goods, goods are going out now. Those goods are returned by the customer, so we are receiving it back. So it is debit. So clear. Now, if you have notebook, just prepare the trial balance of this question. I'm just bringing the first page. Right. Prepare trial balance. Okay. In the format. prepare the format like this. Prepare format like this. Okay, and tell me what is the total balance. Okay, just write the debit credit side in short. You can write in short without writing the full value. You just write uh, item number, advance received 25,000 in the debit credit side. Okay, and commission received credit side. Means total. Just write the totals. You have 1 minute. After posting this page, just write in the chat section. Okay, posted, and then I will put the second page on the screen. Okay, I'm just putting both the page together once again. It will be helpful. Is the screen visible? Clear? Oh, debit credit change, no? Okay, let's change once again. Okay. Okay, prepare this page first. I think now both the screen visible. So you are getting the total 2,41,000, right? Okay. If you have completed, please got one answer. Are you solving this question? Only one response I have got in the chat section. What is the total of debit and credit? Shall I show the solution or you are solving? Okay, we have got one more answer from Raja sir. Okay, Nilam and Raja, from the both of you have got the same answer. Okay. Others? Okay. 30 more seconds, and after that we will show the solution. Okay. Just find the total of debit side and credit side. Okay. If you just post these things, then 50 to 80% of trial balance will be clear. Okay, moving on to the solution part. So here is the solution. See, as per debit and credit, just we have already solved actually by identifying these accounts. We have already solved. Okay, just by posting this in the trial balance, the solution will be like this. Okay. So this is the solution. So match your solution with this one. So total is 24 lakhs 14,500. If it is done, then shall we move to the next question? Please write yes or no. You can write also no if you need little time. Okay. So I think it is clear to you all. Okay. This is the trial balance. Means the basic and debit and credit entries are balances are posted in this statement. Okay. And this statement is actually called trial balance. And ultimately, the if the balance agrees in the debit side and credit side, you can say arithmetically this is correct. Okay. Moving on to the next question. So next question is very easy one. Okay. And this question was actually asked in 2018. This is the question asked in 2018. So just solve this and share your result. Okay, I'm not solving it. Here you solve, and don't expect this kind of question in 2023. Just for practice, I'm just giving it. For 10 marks, this question was for 10 marks. In 2018, this question was asked. Okay, you may get, there is in 2018, just for 10 marks. Okay, now solve it and share your answer in the chat section. Have you got any answer? Okay, we have got one answer from Sunita madam. Others, if you complete, please share your answer. Okay. One more answer we have got in the chat section. Okay, means we have got three answers and all the answers are 203400. Okay, we will see the answers. 30 more seconds. And if you get the answer, okay, otherwise we will share the solution. Okay. Only three answers we have got in the chat section. Others, please respond in the chat if you have solved. Okay, so the solution is here. Okay, just quickly just solve it. Cash in hand, debit, cash at bank, debit, bills receivable, debit, bills payable, credit, sundry debtors means debtors, debit, creditor, credit, capital credit, drawings debit, sales credit, purchase debit, carriage inward is debit, expenses, salary is also expenses debit, advertisements is also expenses debit, insurance debit, furniture also asset debit, stock debit, office rent debit. Okay, just post these things and you will get this solution, right? So we are getting the total 203400. So if your answer is this, it is correct. So Sunita madam, Neela madam, Pavani madam, all of you have given the correct answer. So congratulations to you all for solving this question. And others also I think will get the same answer. Others please respond in the chat section if you have got the same answer. And this is the basic question asked in the 2018. Okay. So we have solved this three practicals from trial balance portion, right? Now practical you can practice, okay, from any book or you may get few questions in the app also. Okay. If there is any question from this trial balance chapter, you can ask. Okay. Any query if you have, you can ask. So there is no query from trial balance section. So in the next class, we will start profit and loss. Okay, profit and loss count. Okay, profit and loss and trading count. Okay, there you will also see some trial balance. Means from trial balance we will be preparing profit and loss account. Okay, so this much from today's class. And one thing I just want to share with you all. Okay, this is the screen. Let me show. So can you get the questions with solution in PDF? Yes, you can get the PDF. Okay, I'll upload this PDF. Okay, with the solution. Okay, and so accountancy portion you will get here, and from your course section. Okay, is the screen visible? Okay, it is visible, I think. So from the course content, just go to course content and go to live class recordings. There you will see in the paper 5, okay, that quantity aptitude, live class recordings. So all the classes, recorded classes are available here. Okay. So number system, ratio, time and work. So time and work already done yesterday. And in the next class, it is profit and loss class will be on profit and loss. So there is 3 practical recorded classes are there. Okay, go through these classes. Okay, go through this practical before the live class. May attend these recorded classes so that you can understand the details. Okay, in these recorded classes, everything is given in detail. Okay, by Shivraj sir. Okay, in the previous session. Okay, all the classes are the 3 classes are there. Okay, you can use the 1.5 speed also. With that speed, you can attend the class. After that, if you attend the live class, then it will be very helpful for you. Okay, means all the topics are there. Profit and loss in the next 2 session, profit and loss account and time and work is done, and time, speed and distance will be done. Okay, next class is on profit and loss. So practice from the profit and loss before the next class is on next Saturday. So you have one week of time to practice, at least spend 1 or 2 days. Okay, I don't think there's any need to spend more time because you already know these things. Okay, in the live class, he will be explaining, and every day he will be explaining one class 1 day, okay, one topic in 1 day. Okay, so you just go through these recorded classes. Okay, if you want to prepare the paper 5. Okay, and if you need in accountancy class, everything will be discussed from the beginning. Okay, still if you need anything in advance, okay, then you can also get the recorded classes of paper 1. Okay, accountancy recorded classes are there. Okay, so many classes are there. Okay, and study materials content section, you will get the trial balance related. All the practicals PDFs are here. Today's class PDFs you'll be also getting here. Okay, and I'll also upload the today's class PDF also. Okay, just attend the content section and live class recording. Okay, there you will get everything. And in the test series section, okay, we are uploading one by one, so you will get questions from accountancy also. Just try to attempt. Okay, and subjective test, if you attempt subjective test, we will get the solution. Okay, we get the solution and I will revert back to you. Okay. In study material section, Griwal book is not downloadable. No. Okay, we will check. Okay, if it is not downloadable, then okay, we will upload in Google Drive and share with you. Okay, or in the Telegram channel we will share. Okay, in the Telegram channel we will share. So I think there is no query and there is no more question. So we are closing today's session here. Thank you everyone for joining. And if there is any query even after the class, just do not forget to share. Okay. Thank you. Closing today's session. Thanks for joining.